I'm here with Mahendra, Mahadevi, Haidakhandi, who lives in Holland, and she's here right now in Cisternino for the International Guru Purnima Celebration. And she was fortunate to meet Babaji in 1979, and we are fortunate to hear some of her stories.
Thank you. I lived in the Philippines in the year 1976 to 79. And in 79, around May, Babaji suddenly appeared in a dream state. But I had no idea who it was. I thought, is it Jesus? Is it Buddha? And he appeared in the yoga pose and only did was raise his hand and did like this. He didn't say one word, but I understood I had to go to this person who looked so sublime and so divine. Actually, the same day, I made Mundan. I had no idea what Mundan was, but the urge was there to shave off all my hair. I lost a lot of friends in the Philippines because they didn't want to appear with a girl that had no hair. So after that I prayed for 3 days to this being that appeared in the dream. Please send someone with an address that I can come to you. So on the 3rd day I had a jeep coming up to the house, and here is Jerry Ewan, a Canadian man who was writing a book about the different ways of healing in the Philippines. So Josephine Sisson, who I was working with together, she had sent him to my house because I spoke better English than her. So Jerry wants to experience the healing. So he lays a bucket down on the table. And my hair was standing straight up on my arms. I said, oh, and I flung myself to him. I said, oh, you have come. He said, what's going on here? I said, I don't know, but this being on this book is calling me, and now you have that book. He said, well, that's really something. I just came from him. And in this book, you will see exactly how to behave when you are with him, how to get there, what to wear. And good, I was so in a higher state of consciousness suddenly. But then I had to get rid of all the things in the house, and it took me 3 months to reach Haidakhandi. And Sitarami immediately took care of me. She wrapped a sari around me. Babaji was not at the time in the ashram. He was visiting poor people far away from Haidakhandi. And just as I'd finished taking the bath and Sitaram had put the sari on, there was a group coming from far distance near the Hanuman, the Sitarama tree. And it was Babaji, they said. Like I heard trumpets on the top of the stairs and people... Bole Baba Ki Jai, they were screaming and singing Om Namah Shivaya, and trumpets were going, and here comes Baba. But the thing he did, he locked his eyes into mine from the Hanuman statue until he came down the stairs. And then he did the same gesture as in the dream state, like this. And somebody pushed me forward. Hargovind pulled me on my arm. Babaji wants you to come to him. Yeah, oh well, I was already in front of Babaji. And the first thing he did, he hit me. It sounded really bad, but I didn't feel nothing, no pain, just a sweet, warm energy. Went from one side of my brain to the other. And then Babaji said, when I call you, you must come immediately. After that he went from this donkey horse, and he took me by the hand to the other side. He told all the people to stay there, and we went together across the river to the Gufa side. And I was still like, what's going on here? What is happening? And then in front of the cave where Babaji manifested, my body made a pranam to him, which was very new to me, but my atoms recognized his greatness, while my mind was still on, oh, what is going on here, you know, like me falling down at somebody's feet. Strange. And then suddenly, in my head, everything went like cosmic blue, like royal blue. Everything around me was a sound. I always said to compare, it's like electricity, or leaves in the fall when they are blown by the wind. This sound was all around me, a cosmic sound. And then Babaji touched me with his staff on my spine. I really don't know how long I was laying down there. It could have been 10 minutes, could have been a half hour, an hour. Time was not there, time was not present. And then after he touched me, he said, let's go back now. So we went back across the river. And the next day I'm in the arti and we all have darshan. And then Baba calls me, he says, what is your name? At that moment I was empty, I had no name. No name would come. I said, Baba, I have no name. I'm surprised. So Baba said, with that face, oh, you sit down, you know. So I sat down and I thought, oh, this is very strange. How come I cannot remember my name? And I looked up at Babaji and Sastriji Muniraji was standing there. They were having fun with this game, they were laughing. And I looked suddenly at a photograph of someone. I thought, oh, that must be a saint. And then suddenly in my head, a strong voice, the voice of Baba, was calling, Mahendra! So I looked up at Baba, he said, what's your name? I said, Mahendra? No, your name is Mahendra Mahadevi Haidakhandi. Bole Baba ki jai. Jai.